So what will be size? The size will remain 5, but it will be add as the last character as a null. So it will be remain size 6, not a 5. Okay, and I am initializing the value as a 9, 8, 7, 6 and 5. Now remember the rules. When you initialize an array, when you providing a value inside the array, so that will be enclosed in a curly braces, and each and every value separated by comma and end with the semicolon. So you can see this integer a square bracket equal to curly braces 9, 8, 7, 6 and 5, and then close the curly braces and put the semicolon. So that is called array declaration and initializations. Okay, now good. Now integer I equal to 0. So that we can say first line is array declaration in initializations, and second line variable declaration and initialization. That you can see the difference. Now if I am not using an array, how many elements I need to declare? So integer a, integer b, integer c, integer d, integer e, rather than writing the integer a, okay, array. So that is the benefit of an array. Okay, it can hold the multiple values as a single name. Now clear screen, that you know already. Now what I am doing, I am printing the array, that is 98765 on a console as a output. So I am using the for loop here. So for I equal to 0, that we already discussed on a third line, integer I equal to 0. So again I am using the integer I equal to 0, I less than and equal to 4 and I plus plus. Okay, that is the for loop. So starting with the 0 and it will be end with the 4 and it will be increment by 1 by 1. So starting with 0, then it will increment by 1, then 2, then 3 and 4. So that is my first printf. What will we print? Now value of percentage %d. So first thing it will print a subscript, okay, that is 0, 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so that will print your subscript. And the second thing, if you see equal to percentage %d, a of I, so that will print your value of an array. Okay, so that will print an array value. So first percentage %d will print, that is the index, that will be subscript, and second percentage %d will print your array value, that you can see here, printf /n value of percentage %d equal to percentage %d comma I and a of I. Okay, and that get character, that will be here. Okay, so that will be the output. Value of 0 equal to 9, value of 1 equal to 8, value of 2 equal to 7, value of 3 equal to 6 and value of 4 equal to 5. That will be here 98765. So the initially starting point 0, so first 0, so value of 0 equal to 9, okay, then increment by 1, okay, so value of 1 equal to 8, okay, again it will check whether it is in I, now I is 2, so 2 is less than 4, yes, so it will go inside the loop, okay, so value of percentage %d, that is now 3 is 6, okay, it's fine, so it will print, now it will be increment by 4. Now again 4 is less than or equal to 4, yes, again it will go inside the loop and print the index and print the value. Now it will be increment by 1, that is 5 now. So it will check 5 less than or 4, no, so it will break the loop and get out from the loop and print your output like that. Value of 0 equal to 9, value of 1 equal to 8, value of 2 equal to 7, value of 3 equal to 6 and value of 4 equal to 5. Okay, so that is the basic example of an array, how to declare and how to initializations and how to print your arrays value, elements value onto the console base. Okay, now second example demonstrates entering, reading and processing an array elements. Okay, that in previous what we happen, we are not entering the values during runtime. What we did in here, we just declare an array and initialize an array in the same line. But in this example, we'll declare only an array and initialize array value during runtime. Okay, so again same thing, we need to assume that is a header files, that is include standard input output.h and then console input output.h, that both files already put it as a header files. Now we'll start with the void main, that is the main function. Okay, now I'm taking first variables, okay, integer I. Now see here, I'm just array declarations, float marks 5. So here float is the data type, name of array that is marks, and the size of an array 5, and taking two other float variables, float sum equal to 0 and float average. Okay, now I will enter the value during runtime. Now how can we enter the value during runtime of an array? So the concept will remain same as a variable, but here just only one difference that we are going to see. Okay, now I am putting a for loop for I equal to 0, I less than equal to 4 and I plus plus. Okay, so same as the previous one. Now printf enter marks percentage d equal to I. So that will shown here as a index. So what will enter marks of 0? Okay, so that will be index. Now scanf percentage f and end marks of I. Now you need to enter the marks for a initial, that is a 0 index. Okay, so what will be the output here? Now enter marks of 0. Now you need to enter the mark 5. Okay, now for a it will the loop will iterate here again. So initially 0, now it will increment by 1. So now I become 1. So 1, whether 1 is less than equal to 4? Yes. So again it will go inside the loop and will check and will ask print enter marks for a 1. Okay, so you need to enter the mark for 1. Okay, again it will increment by 1, that will be 2. Now it will be 2 less than or equal to 4. Yes, again you need to enter marks for a 2. Now it will be increment by again 1, that will be 3. Now whether 3 is less than or equal to 4? Yes, you need to enter the mark for a 3. Then again increment by 4. Now 4 less than or equal to 4? Yes, again you need to enter for a mark 4. And now it become 5. So 5 is not less than or equal to 4. So loop will be break and go to the next step. Okay, so what will be happen here? Now at the moment we have mark for a 0, 1, 2 and 2, 3 and 4 now. So we enter marks for 0, 5, enter marks of 1 equal to 10 and enter marks of 2 equal to 9 and enter marks of 3 equal to 12 and enter of marks 4 equal to 10. That is the now in array elements. Now what will be happen here? Now we are adding as a summation. Okay, we are adding all of the 5 elements. So now if you see in here sum is 0, that is initialized. Okay, now we will iterate the loop 5 times. Why? Because we are initializing an array as a 5 size. Okay, so again same thing, 5 for I equal to 0, I less than equal to 4 and I plus plus. Now sum equal to sum plus marks of I. Now see here, sum is initially 0 plus marks of I. Now what is marks of I here? Marks 0 now. Okay, first I equal to 0. So sum plus marks of 0. So marks of 0 is 5. So 0 plus 5 equal to 5 now. Okay, now here I will be increment by 1. Okay, so what will be here? Now sum is 5, 5 plus marks of 1. Now marks of 1 equal to 10. Okay, so 10 plus 5 equal to 15. Okay, now again sum is equal to 15 and I will be increment by 1. So I become 2. Now 15 plus mark of 2. Now mark of 2 equals to 9. Okay, that's 15 plus 9, 24. Okay, again array will be increment by 1. Okay, so 24 plus mark of 3, mark of 3 equal to 12. So 24 plus 12 now become 36. Okay, now again it will be increment by 1. Okay, so now it become 4. Okay, the sum plus mark of 4, that is become 12. Okay, so 30 plus 4, that is become 44. Now divided by 5. Okay, okay, that will be now the loop will be outside now. Now average equal to sum divided by 5. Okay, now sum, what is sum? 45 and divided by 5. So that average become 9.2. Now what will be happen? We will print the average here. Printf average marks equal to percentage 6.2 f. Okay, so that is called formatting. Okay, and average, we will print the average and that will get will get the character on the screen. So that will be output our enter marks of 0 equal to 5, enter marks of 1 equal to 10, enter marks of 2 equal to 9 and enter marks of 3 equal to 12 and enter marks for 4 become 10. So that will be 10 plus 15 plus 24, 24 plus 12, 36 and 36 plus 20, that is 46 divided by 5, that will be your average, that is become 9.2. Okay, now we are going to see one more example, find maximum elements from the array. Okay, So again we'll use the same thing. We'll go to main function. Again we need to assume that is two files, header files, hash include standard input output.h and hash include console input output.h. Okay, now we'll start with the void main. Okay, integer a of 5. So data type is integer, name of an array here a, and 5, that is a size of an array. Now other variable of I of that is integer, and maximum again that is a integer data type. Okay, now clear screen, that will be clear your screen or previous whatever the output is showing, that will be clear now. Now what will be happen, again the same thing that will you already seen in previous. We will enter the 5 different elements during runtime. Okay, so we will put the for loop, integer for I equal to 0, I less than 5 and I plus plus. Okay, now what will be happen here, printf element %d comma I. Now see, so what will be happen, we are entering the value of 0 elements. Okay, so index is 0, as you know that array will start from 0 positions and end with the n minus 1. So here starting point is 0 and finishing n minus 1, that is n equal to 5, 5 minus 1 equal to 4. Okay, so initially we will enter the value of a 0 element. Okay, so printf element %d and I. Okay, and then scanf %d and a of I. Okay, so 0 value we need to enter here as a scanf. So all the values will be in a form of an integer, that's why using %d, that we, as you know, that we already discussed in a previous lecture. Okay, so now a loop will be increment by 1. Okay, now array I equal to 1. So printf element %d, now I become 1, so element 1, you need to enter the value of element 1. Okay, again loop will be increment by 1. Okay, so now array I become 2, element 2 and value you need to enter as a of I, again array increment. Okay, that is become 3 now. Same thing, you need to enter the value of a element 3. Now again the loop will be increment I equal to 4. Now 4 is less than 5, yes, so again you need to enter the value element 4. Okay, now loop I will be increment, now I becomes 5. So 5 less than or 5, no, so that is the loop will be stopped and go to next statement. Okay, okay, now see the max equal to a of 0, that is the main point. Okay, so what will be happen, what will be entering as a of 0, that will be assigned as a max variable. Okay, so first value, that is 0 and element 0, 5. So now max has a 5 value. So if you go and see, if we enter value a of 0, 5, then it is assigned to max variable. So excuse me. Okay, now max equal to now 5 value. Okay, now for I equal to 1, I less than 5 and I plus plus. So what will be happen, we will check the value of with the max initially, each and every will be compare with the max element. Okay, now if max less than a of I, yes, then we need to go to next statement, max a of I. Now see here, what I am entering here, next element 7. Now initially max what is 5, now 5 less than a of I. So initially what will happen, why we providing for I equal to 1, because 0 element we already assigned to the max element, so we need to check with the next element. Okay, that is a 1, so max equal to a of 0, that will already assign. Okay, so we will check with the max a of 1 now, so that's why we are mentioning for I equal to 1, I less than 5 and I plus plus. Okay, now so if max is less than a of I, so what is the value of max here, 5, so 5, and a of I value a of 1, now a of 1 value is 7. Okay, so 5 is less than 7, if yes, okay, so it goes to next. Okay, otherwise what will happen is go outside the loop. Okay, so 5 is less than 7, yes, so it now maximum value of a I assigned, so now 5 will be erased. Now max of ai, so a of 1 is here 7, so maximum value of a is 7 now. Okay, so max equal to 7 now. Now loop will be increment by 1 again. Now I become 2. If max less than a of 2, now what is the value of a of 2? 3. Okay, now what is the value of max? 7. So 7 less than 3? No. So it what is happen? Loop again go to outside and I will be increment by 1. So now what will be happen? I become 3. Now it will check again. 7 less than a of 3. What is the value of a of 3? Now 9. Okay. So now 7 less than 9. Yes. So it will go inside the loop. Okay. So now what is happen? Max of a of 3 equal to 9. So max value is now 9. Okay. Now again a will be increment. Now is 4. So 4 is less than 5. Yes. So again it will be go inside the loop and it will check. Now what is the value of max now? 9. Okay. So if max less than a of 4. Now what is the value of a of 4? Now 10. Okay. So it will check. Now 9 less than 10. Yes. So it will go inside the loop and check and assign the value equal to max equal to a of 4. Now what is a of 4? That is 10. So now finally value of max is a 10. Okay. And then again I will be increment. Now I will become 5. Okay. It will check 5 less than or 5. No. So it will be jump from the loop and print your maximum elements from the array. Now see the print f. Maximum array elements is %d/n max. So what will be happen here? It will print the value of 10 here. Okay, that is max array element is 10. Okay. So here is the main point. Max of a is 0. We'll need to assign the initial values to the maximum variables, and then we'll need to check the each and every element with the max variable. So that we'll discuss here. Okay. So start with the for I equal to 0, I less than 5 and I plus plus. Okay. So again I am telling why we are taking I equal to 1, because we already assign a of 0 to the max variable. So we do not need to check now 0 positions. Okay, we will already assign to the max variable. So we need to check from the second position, that is a element 1. Okay, and that will check here. Okay, so if max